Hello everyone and welcome to Nameables. How would you feel if you apply for 50 universities as a lecturer and all of them turn you down? Well, this is what happened to a Turkish scientist who later managed to win a Nobel Prize in chemistry. Aziz Sancar, the well-known molecular biologist and biochemist, was born in 1946 in Savur in southeastern Turkey into a lower middle-class family. He is the second oldest of 8 children, and his parents themselves were uneducated and illiterate as they were simple agricultural workers, like most of the adults in his region. However, his parents greatly valued education and made sure all their 8 children graduated from university. Sancar originally wanted to become a goalie for Turkey's national team, following in the footsteps of his hero Turkish Savur, the team's former goalkeeper. In his last year of school, he was selected for the tryouts for the U18 national football team. In the end, he decided against it because he realized he was not tall enough to become a star goalkeeper. So he decided to focus on lessons, and in 1963 he enrolled in the prestigious medical school at Istanbul University. He later said that moving to Istanbul from his village was almost like moving to a foreign country. After coming top of his class and getting his MD degree, he worked for 2 years as a rural doctor near his hometown. He later described that time as probably the happiest of my life. However, practicing medicine alone wasn't enough for him. He wanted to find out how the medicine actually worked. For instance, he wanted to find out how bacteria that are exposed to deadly doses of UV radiation could suddenly recover when illuminated with visible blue light. It seemed like magic to him. This is called the phenomenon of photoactivation, which means that DNA damage caused by UV light is repaired by longer wavelength blue light. In 1973, he joined the laboratory of Claude Rupert, the man who had first identified this phenomenon at the University of Texas at Dallas, and received his doctorate there in 1977. He was then rejected by 3 leading labs offering postdoctoral work in DNA repair, and instead started work as a lab technician at Yale University, which was the main center for DNA repair for 5 years. There, he felt that there was enough chemistry between him and the fellow molecular biology PhD student, Gwen Bowles, to keep them together for a lifetime, and they got married in 1978. But what came next was quite disappointing. He was turned down by 50 different universities as a lecturer. Finally, he found a teaching position at the University of North Carolina, where he remains to this day. Years later, in 2015, he won the Chemistry Nobel Prize. He received this prize together with his colleagues Thomas Lindell and Paul L. Mordick. They had mapped different processes for DNA repair that were also relevant to humans. Sancar is the first ever Turkish American member of the National Academy of Sciences. He and his wife also set up a non-profit organization called the Aziz and Gwen Sancar Foundation in the US, which promotes Turkish culture and supports Turkish students in the US. His work has given scientists a better understanding of how the human cells work and about the causes of cancer, and also an understanding of the aging process. Sancar has so far published 513 research works with more than 50,000 citations. He has also researched circadian clocks in humans, which means we know how to treat jet lag and seasonal affective disorder. So it's not surprising to see his name in the list of most influential Muslim scientists of 2023. So the next time you feel jet lag after a long flight, think of Sankar's efforts to help pharmacists solve this problem forever.